In the ever-shifting landscape of South African law enforcement and political tension, one name has recently burned brighter than most: Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Known by many as Lucky, this man has gone from respected police operator to a national figure whose bold claims are forcing scrutiny, debate, and perhaps even institutional upheaval. Today we dive deep into his story, his rise, and why the world is watching him. If you love powerful stories of courage, controversy, and consequences, make sure you hit subscribe. You'll want to stay for the next developments. Born on February 5, 1973, in Edendale, Pietermaritzburg, KwaZulu-Natal, Mkhwanazi's journey began when he joined the South African Police Service in 1993 as a student constable. Over 3 decades, he climbed the ranks, taking on increasingly challenging roles. He earned a National Diploma in Police Administration, a BTEC in Policing, and a BA in Policing, all while navigating the brutal attrition of elite units. He is also a former commander of the SAP Special Task Force, the high-risk Tokkies, having undergone rigorous selection processes with an 85% attrition in some cycles. Mkhwanazi's reputation as a no-nonsense is solidified over years of operational leadership. He has held roles such as Divisional Commissioner for Specialized Operational Response Services and even served as Acting National Commissioner of Police. But it's his recent actions that have propelled him into the center of a national storm. In mid-2025, Mkhwanazi made explosive allegations. During a public briefing, he accused senior SAPS officials, top government figures, and even Police Minister Senzo Mchunu of collusion with criminal syndicates and interference in investigations. He claimed that a politically sensitive task team investigating assassinations in KwaZulu-Natal was disbanded under instructions, without his consultation, and that this disbandment was meant to protect criminal networks. He even went as far as saying, "I am combat ready. I will die for this badge. I will not back down." Unsurprisingly, such declarations sparked waves. President Cyril Ramaphosa responded, calling the claims a matter of grave national security concern. He urged all parties to act with restraint while the matter is investigated. Meanwhile, civil society, political parties, and unions rallied in support of Mkhwanazi. Pro-Mkhwanazi marches under slogans like "Hands off Mkhwanazi" drew attention across the country. The fallout was immediate. Forensic investigator Paul O'Sullivan, a frequent voice in high-profile policing debates, filed defamation claims against Mkhwanazi for over R5 million. Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, was also implicated by Mkhwanazi in the alleged interference, and quickly denied the accusations. Critics called him a warlord for his public threats of violence. Defenders said he was a brave whistleblower. Some former police leadership figures like Dr. Leonard Max warned that suspending him without proper inquiry would violate past recommendations on how to protect whistleblowers. To properly investigate, President Ramaphosa appointed a judicial commission of inquiry, the Medlanga Commission, headed by retired Constitutional Court Justice Medlanga. The commission examines the full scope of Mkhwanazi's allegations: political interference, corruption, collusion between officials and criminal networks, and the integrity of institutions. Mkhwanazi testified before the commission starting September 17, 2025, presenting documents and evidence to back up his claims. So far, the commission has also heard from top SAPS leadership, intelligence heads, and figures linked to organized criminal syndicates, including what has been labeled the Big Five cartel. What makes Mkhwanazi's case especially gripping is not just the explosive nature of his allegations, but who he is. This is a man who rose from humble beginnings, who mastered elite police operations, who has earned respect inside SAPS for daring to hit back at those above him. He carries the badge with pride, but speaks with the fire of someone who feels betrayed by the system. He claims that whenever he touches someone powerful, there is backlash. His boldness is criticized by some, lionized by others. There are high stakes. If proven true, his revelations could shift power within the police, shake parts of the political elite, and force accountability in law enforcement and the judiciary. If false, he risks being discredited, facing legal consequences, and undermining public trust in reform-minded officers. Already, internal tensions within SAPS are visible, factions forming, lines drawn, reputations on the line. One more twist: in local media the Sunday World named him Moegoe of the Week, the term often used critically in South African slang to imply someone is foolish or has made a misstep, in reference to his statements, his critics claim, his boldness. But his supporters counter that calling him Moegoe is a smear, an attempt to delegitimize the man who dared speak truth to power. Whether the media attack name will stick or bounce off him is yet another storyline to watch. So where do things stand? The commission is underway, public interest is stratospheric, SAP's leadership is under pressure, and political tensions are rising. Every hearing, every piece of evidence, and every response will matter. Mkhwanazi has placed himself at the intersection of criminal justice, politics, and institutional reform. He might be the spark or the sacrifice. If you want to see this drama unfold, the revelations, the pushbacks, the commission sessions, reactions from the powerful, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button now, because we will be tracking every twist, every document, and every voice in this story. Don't miss the next video. It could change how South Africans see policing, accountability, and the balance of power. If this story struck a chord with you, leave a comment, share your take, and tell others to keep watching. The journey of Lt. Gen. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is far from over.